So I just want to point out both of the light sticks are completely official. They both connect to the app. I've checked them both completely for the usual signs of official and unofficial. The only difference is that they were released at different times. So this one was released in 2018 if I'm right. So this one was brought during the first releases of the version 3, and then this one was brought in a little bit later than that, so they came from different batches, and that is the main difference, and that accounts for why there's difference in the boxes and in the light sticks themselves. So I will start with the boxes. As you can tell, they're pretty much the same if you just look at them, but if you start looking closer just at the back part of, well, the side where all the information is, you can straight away tell that the newer version has a lot more things on it, so just little information and stuff like that. And also the biggest difference is the different logos now. So the old one had the BTS behind the scenes logo right here. I can focus on it. There you are. And then the newer one, which is the exact same as the version 4, has this one. As you can tell, just the big hit logo. So there is just slight differences in that. It doesn't really mean anything which one you have. I brought this one, the second one, just because of a fault in this one, so I'll explain the fault. So the main thing that I noticed is straight away the older version or the older release, the button, as you can tell, you just touch the button and it goes off, which is one of the faults that some of the light sticks do have, which is why I'm guessing it's just wear and tear. Obviously if you use it a lot, that is going to happen. So that's why I decided to get a new one. As you can tell on this one, there is no issues with that. Like, I can touch the button, there's nothing wrong with that. The other big thing that I noticed between the light sticks is the length of the strap. So as you can tell, this is the length of this one, and then the newer one has a longer strap. So if I do a comparison, and try and do a comparison side by side. So as you can tell, there is quite a difference between how long the, can't really show very well, but I'll add a photo in maybe at the end. But you can see how much longer. So if I put the light stick just there, you can see quite long, and then this one, it doesn't reach as far. That's just the little things that I noticed. The designs and everything is exactly the same. The other thing I noticed is that the plastic of this one feels a lot tougher than the plastic on this one. But that's just like little improvements that they did over time, obviously, to make the light stick more durable. The colours and everything is exactly the same. Bear in mind this one does have new batteries in, and this one's got the batteries that it came with when I bought it second hand. So the difference in shade is just the battery strength, so that's the only thing. Like, even when you press the little buttons here, this button does feel a lot more sturdier than this one. When I have a look at them, I can't really see much of a difference. I suppose this one seems to have a more cleaner design, and it's just little bits like this part compared to this part. This one looks a little bit more clean. Bear in mind, this one I've had for a lot longer, and this one was second hand. This is a second hand one as well, but this one's only had one owner, and now I've got it, so some of it could just be wear and tear, like, more than the actual design itself. They are literally exactly the same in size, and pretty much everything else is exactly the same. It's just little things that hold them apart. And I have to admit, unscrewing this part is a lot more smoother on this light stick and a little less on this one, but once again these are just little things that could most likely happen due to tear and wear rather than much of a difference between the two. It could just be simply me noticing because I've used this one for much longer and I've only just got this one today. So I'll try and connect both to the app just to show you the difference, but there really isn't much difference in colours either. So the official BTS app, and that is the only way that the version 3 and the version 4 will connect to Bluetooth. Let's go through the self mode and then press version 3 and then connect. I'm kind of expecting maybe a small issue because connecting two light sticks, it could. No issues at all. So this is my old one. This is the newer one. So even the buttons, like when you press the buttons, they feel slightly different. There's just little things in design that have been improved over time. Obviously making this part longer has been a really good improvement as well, because I remember when I was trying to put the strap on this one, I really struggled to get this little part over this. Like you can kind of see the little marks that the strap left, whereas this one was really easy to just put in. So once again I go through the self mode and the version 3 and then connect it. This one connects much faster as well. Once again, I don't know if that's just over time something that happens or just an improvement, but there you are. So I won't lie, maybe this one looks a little better on camera, but once again maybe that is just due to the usage. The first one that I had, I used a lot for photos and I just turn it on a lot more often than this one, so maybe over time the lights could have broken. But here she is. Usually when I get a duplicate, so when I get one light stick and then I get another one or any other item that I want to replace, I do usually sell the other one on or give it away. But in this case I am going to keep both, just because this was my first light stick and it's got a lot more meaning to me. So although it is faulty, I am going to keep it and probably still use it for photos. Having this one means that I have one fully functioning one, and there's different releases on it, so I can justify keeping both of them. Just try and see if there is any other differences. I think maybe the little balls inside, these look a lot smaller than these. On camera they look pretty much identical, but off camera I can kind of see maybe these are a little bit smaller than these, but it's just little things that maybe I'm looking for too many differences and finding things that may not be such a big difference.